Today we're talking about how to get new clients for a digital marketing agency. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Mike Mancini. I'm a Google Ads agency owner for the last 9 years. Now, this tactic, or should I say strategy, a lot of people aren't going to like. And the reason is because it's not what you want to hear. Most people will fail at starting a digital marketing agency because they don't understand how to get new clients. And we're not talking about strategies such as, using Facebook or Google Ads or social media or whatever it might be. We are talking about the fact that they will fail because they don't follow through. They want it to be easy. They want to be able to do it in their sleep. And yes, there are tactics that you can use to go out there and find new clients, but most of them cost money. And for new digital agency owners, sometimes a huge pile of cash or resources just isn't in the cards. So in getting clients for a digital marketing agency, it takes work. If you don't have the cash, it's going to take you some work. It's going to take you some time. You have to figure out what's going to work for you and you alone. What works best for you may not work best for me. And the reason is because maybe you do a tactic that I can't stand or I'm not comfortable with. Maybe you find that something else works better for you and your lifestyle and your mentality and how you sell. It's going to be different for everyone. There is not one tactic that will work for every digital marketing agency. So real quick, I want to go through a list of some of the things that you should do or not do when starting your digital marketing agency. So a lot of the things I'm going to talk about are things that I talk about in my digital marketing agency course. If you want to see more about that, there's a link in the description area below. But I also want to give some credit. I just recently watched a presentation by Joel Kaplan, and he hit on a lot of the things that I try to teach my students, but it made me realize I need to spend more time discussing these things. So number one, kill off shiny objects. You hear people talk about shiny object syndrome all the time, and that's because it's real. People will try something and it doesn't work after 5 minutes, and they will just throw it away and be like, it doesn't work. Or they might see a Facebook ad about, hey, try this new tactic and get 100 clients for your business tomorrow. And they will jump at it and be like, you know what? That's going to work for me. So get away from shiny objects. Stick with a plan. Another thing that was brought up in Joel's presentation is he talks about setting yourself a contract. You're not going to build your entire digital agency in one day, but to build an agency takes consistency. It takes momentum. So set yourself a 30, 60, 90-day contract saying, I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to do just this for 60 days. Stick with that contract for that 60 or 90-day period. No deviation. You are going to get knocked down. And that's why if you start a digital agency, you need to know that. It's do you get back up or not? Next, trust the process. If you think you can't or that it won't work, guess what? You've already lost. If you can't master your negative thoughts or your own will, you are not going to be able to master your business. Next, if you are overanalyzing, stop. You've heard the term analysis paralysis, and that's because it's a real thing. It happens. People will sit there and analyze it all day. Why isn't this working? Do I suck? Am I not a good business owner? This isn't going to work for me. What else can I do? Just stop. The important thing is you need to take action, but you need to be consistent. If the first time somebody tells you no, you're going to run away, you are not going to be a successful agency owner. You need patience. You need results. And you need to see your own actions. You need to see that you are consistent, that you are working at it, which will breed results. Next, at the beginning, you will see a lack of success. It's happened with every single agency owner I know that I've ever spoken to, because if it was easy, everybody would do it. You're not going to start out in the first day land 2, 3, 4 clients because you don't have any experience. You don't know how to talk to those clients. You don't know what you don't know. That comes from experience. I'm not saying that it takes 12 months to get experience, because it doesn't. But you know what? You're going to have more experience tomorrow than you have today. The key is to keep moving forward. Build on what you did yesterday. Learn from the mistakes you made yesterday. You are going to make mistakes. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to lose clients, which in essence is you're losing revenue. These cannot be looked at as mistakes. You need to look at them as learning opportunities. If you sit here and dwell on all the mistakes you made in the past with your business, you are just going to stop. You need to look at, you know what? I learned a lot from that and I've changed it and it shows. Next, those who are willing to stick it out will see more results. If you're sending cold emails, do you think that those are going to work on the first 1, 2, or 3 that you send? If you're cold calling people, do you think that that's going to happen for you overnight? If you make a video about your products, do you think that's going to bring in 100 people tomorrow? Everybody has a voice. You need to find your own voice and your own style when it comes to selling to clients. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust the process. Next is the daily affirmation. Every day you need to wake up with one task in mind. Say something like, you know what, today I'm going to reach out to 100 companies. Today I'm going to talk to 25 people. Today I'm going to get 1 new client. And hold yourself to it. If you don't say that in the morning, you are not going to accomplish that by the end of the day. Before I started my own businesses, I actually worked for an ATM company. We sold cash machines, and it was all by cold calling. We literally would get a sheet of phone numbers and we would just dial all day, every day. The goal was to hit 150 calls by the end of the day. Now, did that happen every day? Absolutely not, because you might get somebody on for a sale and that sale could take an hour, hour and a half. But you know what? You were building momentum. And there's numbers that follow it. The more people you reach out to, the more people who are going to say yes. And last, but this one might be the most important, and I want to show you a little diagram here, but if you're not working towards getting new clients, stop. Stop and go back to that point and go get more clients. When building an agency, the first thing, and obviously the most important thing, is getting new clients. That's step A. Step B could be like an onboarding process. Step C could be setup. Maybe D is optimization, whatever it might be. But this is the most important step. And I hope you also notice how much distance between A and B, and then B to C, C to D, and so on. A to B is the hardest part of your agency. It's the one that is going to be the most difficult for you. It is also the one that is going to give you the most resistance. But notice just how much easier the steps get, how much smaller they get. A to B is the hardest. Everything after that comes much easier. If you can master A to B, you are going to have some unbelievable success. But you have to trust the process. If you don't get a client today, go out and get a client tomorrow. If you don't get a new client tomorrow, go out and get a client the next day. Set that daily affirmation or that time period that you are going to just put your head down and go, go, go. I struggled with this for years in my agency, but when I did it, I was able to double. And I'm not talking about an agency that just started. My agency had been running for 4 years. I had been able to double my business in 45 days by following this process. So what's holding you back? What is the biggest roadblock you run into? Is it lack of motivation? Is it getting people saying no? What is it? Do me a favor, let me know in the comment section below. No judgment, I just want to see what you guys are thinking. And also, if you like the video, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and that little bell icon so you'll be notified of when we release new videos. Now, I know that this is not any tactic, so to speak, about how to get new clients for your digital agency, but this is probably one of the most important things when starting out is your mindset. Get your mind set and your business will follow. Thanks so much for watching. Over to the right-hand side, you will see some more related videos. All right, see you next time.